G'day everyone, my name is David Meyer. Welcome back to First Time Reef for TV. And today we're at the HIA Homeshow, invited down by Nature Aquariums to check out their display that they got here. But the first thing we're going to do is find where they're going. We're going this way? No, I think it's this way. Let's go check it out.
So fragile, like it was built to break off the handle. How'd we get to this place? We're leaving everything behind for new and exciting feelings, but I won't leave you. Will everything we know be lost and changed for something new? Only time will tell, but I'll be holding you. 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 I'll be holding you.
Alrighty, so we're back here with Nature Aquariums. We meet again, my friend. It's been a while, so we haven't seen each other since I've been in your stall last week. You're at the HIA Homeshow. Give everyone an idea of what you're doing here, what beautiful piece of artwork we are standing in front of, and we'll run through a quick setup of this beautiful skate, beautiful tank, and the lights, etc. So
We're at the home show and the flower show before it because we want to introduce aquariums to people who don't have aquariums. A lot of people have an impression of an aquarium like this. Oh, I couldn't do that. That's too hard. We set it up in 4 hours and look at it.
yeah,
It doesn't mean everyone can set it up in 4 hours, but it really goes to show how easy it can be and how achievable it is with the great technology and the great processes that we have in Nature Aquariums to build something like this in your home easily. So that's why we're here. We're showing people that it's not as hard as you thought it was. It's actually really simple. A tank like this, you've got a small bit of weekly maintenance, a little bit of cleaning of the glass with a nice long hours. You don't have to put your hands in the water or a scraper to run a magnet. You've got a little bit emptying of your little skimmer down there that captures particles. And then you've got about a monthly maintenance regime where you're changing a bit of water that's maybe half an hour. It's not a lot of time, and look what you can achieve.
and that's because setups are progressing so much these days. Like obviously everything's getting a little bit better and better. Technologies are certainly making it a little bit easier as well.
A lot easier.
Yeah. So I think as products progress, which is going to make the dread of maintenance or the dread of owning a tank that little bit easier. So this is the Cade Pro Reef. Shout out to Adam from Cade.
Hi, Adam.
Yes. So we've got the Cade Pro Reef. This is the 600, which is to my 1 million subscribers, the same size as the tank I have home. I'm going to say yes, it does look a little bit better than mine, but I think this tank here has inspired me to come back. I'm going to rip the tank apart and I'm going to start again. So run through this setup with us, what you've got inside, what's running it.
I will. We'll start from the top. We're putting an Illumagic style on this unit. These from Delua, very controllable, great spread of light. You've got 6 pucks, so you're getting the light throughout the tank. You've got a lot less shadowing. You can control them on your phone through and out. Sunrise, sunset, a little bit of blue, more white, whichever colour suits what you want to look at.
The light that it puts out is really, really nice.
Well, this is simulating the light that you have deep down in the ocean where the corals grow. The corals grow anywhere from just under the surface but down to 30 plus metres. So you want to have the light that they have in their natural environment, and that's why we use lighting like this to do that. So we're achieving that, and we're bringing out the natural colours of the coral at the same time.
Yeah.
So we have that. We have the Cade Pro Reef, which is tank, cabinet, and some say aluminium and glass cabinet, so it can't rust.
Which I'm a huge fan of. Yep.
You've got side panels here.
Yep.
where all the electricity.
We'll run down and check out the bottom part of the tank now.
So in the Cade Pro Reef, you have a side panel. You're keeping all your electrics in here, away from the condensation, away from salt creep as well. Really important, great feature of the Cade. They're on both sides as well. Under the hood, a great simple setup with sun. You've got an RO top off there to keep your salinity accurate. Good space for your heating, your skimmer. You've got filter socks that are built in at the back. Your power management here, out of the way. And again, you've got glass and you've got aluminium. You've got no rust issues. One of the great and best features of the Cade Pro Reef are these little flaps here. So in here is where we top off our RO. It's got a great RO capacity, so you're not filling it every day or so. That all sits in behind. You've got a great surface skim here, circulation pump built in, so there's no need for circulation pumps, the ugly ones that sit on the side.
From the surface and from the bottom as well.
The bottom's really important. Not every tank does that. This skims from the bottom, so all your detritus and bits and pieces that the fish stir up and it sits in the sand gets flushed into the sump, into the skimmer. Really important. It's a great particular feature of the Cade Pro Reef. Not many tanks have it, and it's why we favour them for our indoor displays. Less work for us.
And I see you got the RFG in there as well.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
So there's no moving parts in these random flow generators, RFG, but they give you a random flow. If you watch it, it's fluttering around and giving you some random patterns, which is fantastic, and that's really important for simulating that natural environment for corals.
And provided that the scape's done right, which in this instance it is, because it leaves plenty of open space, I'm going to say that in a tank like this, there is no need for a wave maker. Is that fair enough?
There's no need for it. If you want to add it for some extra features, you want a high flow tank because you've got an SPS dominant tank, you might want to add that, but for this mixed reef tank, it works perfectly without it. And if we come down and have a look, it's important to provide habitat for the fish. We've got quite a large structure, but 3 separate bombs, as we call them, where you can mount coral on all sides. You can mount them, see you've got shady spots, you've got spots that are in the full glare, and different corals like different positions. It's important to understand that, and the Nature Aquariums team can help people with that. But also you've got lots of lovely little habitat, you've got overhanging shelves. Fish, it's really important that fish have somewhere to hide when they want, when they need to, somewhere to hide at night so they feel safe and so on. So like any other animal, they need the right habitat, and a scape like this provides that. Also provides lots of lovely flow. So you've got no dead spots, you've got water flowing through and under and then getting captured by those grids at the bottom there.
Yeah, and having the overhanging parts like that, it also allows you to place the corals that don't want to be in sort of direct light or powerful light, sort of in the shade of another piece of rock or a coral.
And where you can see them.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're not just in the shade down the bottom there, they're actually up top in the shade, but they're sheltered by some of the acro, for example, that might hang.
You can see the gonnies are fully extended because they're just out of the completely strong flow in the back corner.
Light's only been on an hour and they're loving life in there.
Yeah, perfect. And what rock have you got used in here?
This is a Carib Sea rock I'm put together. There's a little bit of real reef rock in there too, actually. So there's a bit of a mixed bag in there.
Yeah. See how much these corals open up within just an hour.
It's really puffed up from the feeding that we gave when we opened up at the home show here this morning. Yeah. It'll spread out quite a lot more during the day.
I'm sure people are loving all the Nemos and Dories in the tank too.
Yeah, there's been a few Nemo Dory. We couldn't help ourselves. Put them in.
Now I see a couple of other goodies down the other side there, being something that rhymes with ovopod. So we'll go over there and check that out now, and we'll walk around the rest of the display.